Andrew Wiggins signs $109 million extension with the Golden State Warriors. $109 million for the Canadian Maple for the next 4 years. Without being overpaid, Andrew Wiggins has taken his name out of the media's flop bucket to tune of a cool $27 million annually. Welcome back everyone. In today's video we'll discuss Andrew Wiggins signing a $109 million extension. Even if this is a pay cut, Wiggins is worth much more now than he was only 2 years ago. Wiggins, expected to earn $33 million a year, recognizes his value, particularly on a team competing for a championship. He chose what I believe to be a very good contract for himself. But before his performance in the previous season, Wiggins was headed for a $20 million contract. He has demonstrated that the position he has been given on the squad means something by how he performed against Boston and during the playoffs in general. It is noteworthy that Draymond would make the same average salary as the Warriors the following season. Before his dominance in the playoffs, I had some interesting ideas about Wiggins and his playing style, which made me think that he would step it up when the stakes were high. You can rely on him to assist you in scoring in crucial moments and being a lockdown defense. Why people do not recognize how significant and amazing this is with the Soldiers is beyond me. Wiggins is the player we first saw when he was drafted, a highly skilled and agile athlete who transforms into a beast on defense. Wiggins is now much more than just an ISO player, he is now an off-ball savant. It is a very important accomplishment that he was able to commit to the Delts for the next 5 years. Do not forget that the Warriors received Kuminga to capture Wiggins in exchange for Angelo Russell. Just think if the Warriors were on the receiving end of such an exchange. The Warriors' resources are being squeezed like never before because they recently added $32 million to their operating budget for the Poole extension while only cutting about $6 million for Wiggins. The front office recently added another high-level contract signed while Wiggins was driving a pickup. This in no way lowers his contribution to the group. This merely indicates that his value has changed and that the Warriors paid the original price for Wiggins' exorbitant contract. Since any team paying for Wiggins would be doing so at a huge overpayment, no team initially wanted him when he was traded. It was agreed that he wasn't worth what his wage at the time suggested and that he could have and would have to work his way up to receiving a similar contract when his performance level on the team increased. Therefore, even with the wage drop, this is still a great win for Wiggins since he's no longer seen as an overpriced bust, and a huge win for the front office because they receive some salary relief while still fielding a stronger squad the following season. The level of effort Wiggins was putting out about grabbing rebounds and providing the Warriors with second chances was something we saw growth during the playoffs the previous season. Even though Klay didn't shoot as well as we've come to expect, he still had a significant impact on the Warriors' championship victory. Moreover, a large part of it was due to Wiggins' assistance on the boards. Wiggins' boxing and getting up for rebounds were really helpful when the Warriors missed the three-point attempt. Wiggins has said that he wasn't aware of how simple this was. Moreover, this is not shocking for a man of his size and athleticism. The two best shooters are standing by your side in the waiting area. It would help if you seized the second chance to feed the ball to the outside. Even worse, there may occasionally be a player like Jordan Poole waiting. Additionally, with Wiggins' ability to get up for putbacks and that triple threat, you can practically guarantee a bucket with every possession. An offensive board appears, these offensive boards become highly important players. The Warriors may have a 2-to-1 ratio of defensive to offensive rebounds during the regular season, averaging between 35 and 45 rebounds per game. With a team efficiency of roughly 45% shooting from the field or 50% true shooting, we score an additional 10 to 15 points per game or 1.5 points per rebound. We may expect an additional 5 to 6 points per game from Wiggins' extra effort if he collects 7 rebounds every night instead of. Although it might not seem like much, the Warriors lost 11 games last season by 5 points or less. Instead of the 53-29 victory we had, this differential would have given the squad a 60,418 record. With merely the Dubs' improvement at that end, the Warriors would have been the top seed. Think about how these players have improved and how well they will wear out second units. The starting lineup will find it much easier if they maintain their lead during the regular season. If you recall, our second unit sacrificed much time while grounded last year for various reasons, one of which was inexperience. You can see how the team's performance is being affected considerably by a snowball effect. With a potential downturn in Draymond's performance, Wiggins is aware that at this time, the club will not be looking to him to generate offense as much as they need him to put in effort defensively. This is something Wiggins will have to deal with in the starting lineup. In order to maintain a defense akin to what the Warriors have with Draymond in the league, Wiggins will need to develop into a very loud defender and work closely with Steph Curry. This will be a fascinating statistic to follow in the upcoming year. Will Draymond play a smaller role and Wiggins take the lead in Draymond's absence? Even though Draymond is only 32 years old, he missed a handful of games last season due to injuries that appear to be happening more frequently. On the other side, Wiggins has been the team's healthiest player and has always been readily available. This is one of the most significant aspects that will determine what Wiggins will be for the Warriors moving forward. Wiggins has not been working as hard as some other players may have, and while he will be filing Dre's shoes somewhat, he will not have to do as much of the labor-intensive work as Draymond has in the past, such as bodying the Guardians' 7-foot centers in the post. In the second unit, we have Looney and Wiseman, displaying much promise in terms of what he can accomplish for the Warriors in his third season. This explains why the Warriors decided to lock up Wiggins for the next 5 years and indicates that he has a much longer career ahead of him with the team. This contract is a great victory for both parties as long as Wiggins stays healthy. I anticipate that Wiggins will have a similar if not longer career as LeBron. Wiggins has not been hurt, and he has more left in the tank than we often see him produce. Mid-career, when Wiggins will turn 28 in February of next year, is the least concerning time for him to worry about his health. We may even see him improve offensively this season as well. Considering the significant jump his 3% took last year, hitting 39% of the shots from deep, it is highly probable that with Klay coming back into himself this year, the added floor spacing will put Wiggins in great space to exploit. The amount of perimeter spacing the Warriors have will force guys like Looney and Wiseman to eat in the paint. It will be lunchtime for whomever the Warriors play. Of the 5, the Warriors roster is currently constructed and more complete than ever. It has been a tremendous offseason, and the parts fit together as well as they possibly can now. The stage is set for another championship run, and the regular season is right around the corner. The Doves will play against the Lakers on opening night and receive their rings. And we will get our first look at a serious Warriors lineup. That is all for this video. What are your views on it? Do not forget to like and share the video. We will be back soon with another informative video. Until next time.